Hello folks, time for another video in the shave. Alright, well, have an interesting one today. Well, I've been seeing a few thumbnails in a couple of the Facebook groups lately, with Proraso Red, which, hey man, I've been using Proraso Red for years. In fact, I think it was about 10 years ago I bought my first Proraso. I actually have I don't have all of them, but I have the red, the green, the white, and I have the blue, I think, in a tube. But today I'm going to go with the Proraso Red. Seems that Proraso kind of has a new name for the red. And how I noticed that is because I didn't have the aftershave splash for the red. So as I went on my search for the aftershave splash, which I did find right there, never been used, I've noticed that the name on it is now Moisturizing. I wrote it down because it's kind of long. Moisturizing and Nourishing for Coarse Beards. I thought before, like, the red was just like a sandalwood kind of just for sensitive skin, or for, like, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I noticed. I also have the Proraso pre-shave. This was the first pre-shave I actually ever bought. But for me, it kind of never was really like a great pre-shave, because when I would put it on my skin, it would kind of just get sticky before my shave. I love this as a post-shave, especially if I had a rough shave. I would always put it on my neck. But I'm going to use this as a pre-shave today. So yes, the Proraso Red, now the Moisturizing and Nourishing. Now this puck, or this container, is about 6 years old. I did go through, I think, 2 of these, and it's still in great shape. I've never lathered in this because it's a soft cream, so I would never really lather up in the container, because I used to lather up in the containers a lot back in the past, but I've noticed that sometimes my soaps degrade after that, even though I dry them out for days and days. But anyway, this is still in great shape. It's still nice and soft. It still has that great sandalwood scent, not like a heavy sandalwood, like a nice light sandalwood. Good stuff. And I think the ingredients are actually in the back of the container. It's super duper small, but let's see. If I get it close enough and you pause your video. Anyway, there we go. So, I'm using today, I almost said Mercure. No, I'm using a Rockwell 6C, not the 6S today, but the 6C on plate number, I think it's 5, because that's what I usually shave with now on my Rockwell razors. But this thing is so shiny that it's so hard for me to see. But yes, it's on number 5. And since it's a Proraso Red, why not go with the Persona Reds? Why not, right? Yeah, sure. And I'm using a Frank's Shaving Proline brush today. It's a little guy. It's a 20 millimeter, but it's the finest Manchurian badger in here. Not great knot, even though it's like a little small knot. It is kind of big because of the splay on it. And I lathered up in the Captain's Choice bowl. Good stuff there. All right, and it is hot in here today. I don't know why. So we're going to grab some Mountain Valley spring water from good old Arkansas. This water is so good. Talk about zero aftertaste and just great water. Anyway, I wish they would sponsor my channel. Alrighty, so here's what I find out about when I use the Proraso pre-shave. I like to just wet my face slightly. And this is a nice creamy consistency. Smells good. It's got a nice little sheen on it, kind of like Noxzema. And I like to just rub it in. Now, if I would put this on my face dry, now this is just for my skin, it would kind of get sticky. But if my face is wet, it makes it nice and slippery. Which I think that's what a pre-shave should be. I used to use a lot of different pre-shaves in the past, but since my skin is so used to de-shaving now, I kind of find I don't have to. Plus the soaps nowadays are super duper slick. I'm not saying that the Proraso soap isn't slick, but I think some of the artisans nowadays, their soaps are uber slick. I actually hate that word, uber. Anyway, that was the Proraso pre-shave in the red formula, or the moisturizing and nourishing formula for coarse beards. No, of course I don't have a coarse beard, but I'm trying to stay on my shave every couple days. That feels good. Nice and slick with that pre-shave on there. All right, let's get putting on the lather. Great scent on this. It has that sandalwood scent, but not an overpowering sandalwood like you would get if you had like Taylor Bonds sandalwood. That's what I always measure any sandalwood against, is the Taylor Bond, because that for me is the strongest. Plus I used that Taylor Bond Street for at least 10 years. And I was looking at my purchases, and this container of Proraso, I bought it I think 4 years ago it was, and it's still nice and creamy in the container. Didn't dry up at all. I mean, look at that lather. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, my camera went out of focus for a while. Wow, there's lots of lather. Nice creaminess. And that's why I use that Frank's shaving brush today, because it fits that bowl so nice, that Captain's Choice bowl. That, yes, my buddy Wes sent me that bowl. And my buddy Josh sent me that brush. Thanks, guys. All right. Rockwell 6C in gunmetal, by the way. Plate number 5. And my son is in some kind of tournament today on the computer. So he is in his room screaming up a storm. And he has his headphones on, so he can't hear when I went by his room before and told him to quiet down. So, but he's having a blast. He hasn't been feeling good. This stupid stomach virus has been going around in school. Even though they all still wear masks, but still. A lot of kids got the stomach virus. It's better, I guess, to have a stomach virus than have the corona, I guess. That's for sure. Not that I guess, but you know what I mean. Nice combination of the razor blade and plate number 5 on the Rockwell. I find that the Persona red blades are very nice. They're very efficient and very smooth. I use them in a lot of razors that in the past have treated me with some kind of irritation. But with the Persona Reds or the Persona Platinums in the blue packaging, nice smooth blade. Unless I get careless, it's usually a nice shave. But that's nice. That was a very, very nice first pass. I kind of miss the scent of this soap. It's kind of iconic for me anyhow, because it's, you know, in the beginning days of wet shaving way back when, I went through a bunch of different soaps after the old Vanderhagen set, which I started out with because my wife bought that for me for Christmas back in 2006. And then I kind of just used Taylor Bond Street for, at least 10 years before going on YouTube and, finding all the good stuff that's out there. And now I'm on YouTube, so. Yep, some of the old channels are kind of gone, and kind of a bummer because I miss the guys. Nice slickness. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this without lather. And I should put lather on my face because I got a lot of it. I got lots of that creamy goodness from Proraso. If you didn't know, Proraso is from Italy. It's a kind of a staple in the shaving world. I think a lot of soap that when you first get into the wet shaving hobby, you kind of gravitate to because it's very affordable. I believe that container of soap is still $10. I think it's been $10 forever, or for as long as I've been searching it out. I think the Aftershave splash cost me $14, and I don't remember how much the pre-shave was. But of course, the link for Proraso will be down below. So nice and creamy. That is a nice creamy soap. My sink is looking fuzzy today. All right. Today's Saturday. This video will probably be up later today. It is kind of early afternoon, but I got a little bit late start. Had a few chores to do before I could duck into the old bathroom. And the weather has been so freaky here. It's been extra warm for mid-October. I can't believe my air conditioning is still running. But I like it better than those dreary fall days where it's just cold and rainy. There's just lots of activity in my house today. You could hear all this background noise. We're supposed to get some storms later on, late this afternoon, but we'll see. Hopefully we won't, because I don't want to lose internet. Wow, that's good. That feels really, really good. All right, let me just do a little maintenance on my counter because it is looking pretty gross. Wow. It's really good slickness on the soap too. I haven't shaved with Proraso in, I think it's gotta be probably 8 months or so. I really haven't looked at any older videos to see when. Sorry for tugging on my shirt. I know somebody commented that. Stop tugging on your shirts. Sorry. Alrighty. I'm going to actually empty Sigmund the Sea Monster. And I am, except for this little tiny bit right there, which I'm going to just shave that. Holy jeez. Sigmund was very loud then. And you can still see the slickness I have on my face because you can see the soap bubbles there. This is a bad idea because this is usually when I get in trouble. Wow, that's really good. Have to rinse my razor now since I took all the water out of the sink. Nice, the Rockwell 6C, plate 5, did a good job with a Persona Red in there. All right, little cold water rinse. Yeah, that was very strange when I went to look up Lancaster Towel, by the way. When I went to look up Proraso Red, I just typed in Proraso Red in the search bar, Google, and what came up was this moisturizing and nourishing for coarse beards. I was like, what's that? And then I just found out it's just the Proraso Red. I know they never went by Proraso Red as far as the name of it on their company, but that's what everybody nicknamed it as. And if you search it on YouTube, you can see the many videos on Proraso Red. But I think before it was called like the maybe moisturizing and nourishing, but I don't remember the coarse beard part. It kind of threw me. That's why on Facebook I put the Proraso change its name. So, all right, that was the Lancaster Towel. I call it the Lancaster Water Magnet. I know it's like the hard to get towel because people comment all the time to me like, why do you let me say the Lancaster Towel? We never can get the damn thing. So, sorry. I just use a towel because I like it. And I always put the link and everybody's like, oh, we're always out of stock. Which I get. Alrighty. Let me just grab some more of this awesome spring water from Arkansas. Oh, it's so good. So good. Mountain Valley spring water. I think you could actually get this on Amazon and have it shipped from, it comes from Arkansas, but I get it local. All right, I had this weird red dot. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a pimple or anything, but it kind of went away. It's going away. Weird. All righty, so just to recap before I put on some awesome post-shave was the Proraso Moisturizing and Nourishing for Coarse Beards, which is the Proraso Red. Still in a red container. Still a great scent. They haven't messed with any of that. I used a Frank Shaving Proline brush today. I don't know if I said Proline before. I just looked this up. It is still available, I think, on eBay, which I'll leave the link down below. Has an awesome finest Manchurian Badger knot in it. It's 20 mil. When I first saw 20 mil, I was like, that's tiny, but it's a nice, good sized knot, and it's perfect for this Captain's Choice bowl. It's just the perfect size. Fits in there so nice. Sometimes if I use like a larger knot, I get a lot of spillage. Alrighty, so I just ordered this not too long ago. I've opened it up though, but this is the Proraso Aftershave Lotion. Nice. Hope there's no seal on it because I never... Well, there's no seal because I did pop it open to sniff it. Has a nice restrictor in it right there. Nice. All right, let's go with some of this good stuff. Well, that restrictor is really restrictive. All right. Wow, it does smell like the soap. I figured it was going to maybe have a different scent, but it's good because the Proraso Green, the aftershave lotion, smells a little different than the soap. Wow, this is good. This is a little stronger as far as the sandalwood scent, but I'll rub some of that on that weird spot. Oh, it's so good. Nice. I like this. This might be just like a good aftershave lotion for like, out of the shower. Even if you don't shave. Alrighty. So that was the Proraso. I'm just going to call it the Proraso Red because that's what I know. But it's the Moisturizing and Nourishing for Coarse Beard Splash. Good stuff right there. All right, folks. Well, if you enjoyed today's Proraso shave, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me the old thumbs down. I think we're running a little late today because I used the pre-shave. But anyway, hang in there. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Please subscribe. And until next shave, Glenn signing off.